Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. Today we're going to take a look at your July 2020. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you, and how can you best navigate this month? And I want to point out, like, as I'm looking at the overall spread, you are absolutely in a period of creating change or going through changes. But what I want to remind you of is that these changes that are happening right now are truly for your highest and best good. And I think pretty quickly after you work through the emotion of maybe whatever it is that you're feeling in connection with change, because we all have a response to change, even if it's positive change, even if we see it as positive change, on the other side of that, you're going to be finding yourself feeling so much better off and feeling so much more joyful. So whether it's your decision or not, these changes that are happening, these changes that are coming, are creating a beautiful clearing for amazing energy to come into your life. So the first cards that I want to take a look at are the overarching themes that you can expect. And the first card that we have here is the life experience card. For those of you that are familiar with traditional tarot, this is the equivalent of the Tower card. This is a major shift, a major change in your life. The card itself says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So I think that you're in a place where you're finding yourself wanting to shift, wanting to spread your wings, feeling maybe the courage to create this change. Or if this isn't something that you have decided, this really is an intervention from the universe. It's a major life event that's coming in that is creating change that's really important for you. So understand that as this is happening for you, and understand that this is, again, clearing the way for better things to come into your life. And sometimes the life experience card, the Tower card, is really about an internal shift, right? Like something just clicks within you, something just changes within you, and you see the world from a different perspective, or you connect with a new strength that you didn't know you have, and you move forward in your life. You make changes, you do things differently. So this can sometimes be that as well. But these are usually pretty significant life changes, a period in our life that we look back on and we say, wow, that was like a lot of change. That was a really changing season in my life. So you are upon a changing season. The next card that we have here is the Knight of Water reversed. And so you're going to want to make sure that with the change, again, whether you're excited about the changes or not, you may find yourself feeling overwhelmed with emotion, feeling like you have to navigate a lot of emotion. And this, to me, is just that overwhelmment and emotion that comes with change. You may also find yourself having to grieve some things, having to adjust to some of the changes that have come in or are coming in, and know that this is just part of the human way. We have to grieve the changes that come into our life, even when we're excited about it. I know that when I made the shift from my work as a traditional licensed mental health counselor and shifted into creating the business that I have now and doing the work that I do now, as much as I was thrilled about that, excited about that, as much as that was in alignment with my soul path, there was a sadness in me to step away from that. And I had to also grieve that shift and grieve that change to allow me to fully embrace the exciting stuff that I have going on in my life and in my career now. So the next card that we have here, not surprisingly, is the Chariot card. This is about a move, a change. This can be an actual physical move. This can be a change in jobs. This can be a move in your office. This can be just movement in energy. But there is some kind of a forward momentum. And this may also connect with some kind of recognition, public recognition for the things that you've done that help you to level up in some way in your life. So things are moving forward. Changes are coming, but again, this to me is a really positive thing. And then we have the Mystic card showing up. Okay, so this to me is saying you're more connected, you're more in tune with your intuition, and I think that you are working on deepening that connection even further. But I think that you're going to find yourself really tuned in, tapped in, and able to access that to help you to deal with all of the stuff that you have going on for yourself this month. The next cards that we have are connected to the challenges or barriers that you might expect throughout the month. So the first card that we have here is the Strength card. Okay, so you might find yourself feeling like you're not strong enough to handle some of the stuff that's coming your way. And this is that reminder from the angels that you are way stronger than you think you are, and that what you are navigating now is maybe a challenge, maybe something to adjust to, but you can handle it and you're going to be okay on the other side. And you really need to pull from those internal resources. We know exactly what it is that we need to heal ourselves and to help ourselves. So tuning in to that mystical part of yourself, that intuitive part of yourself that is telling you exactly what you need to pull you through this period of time and to help you to be connected to your internal strength and resources. The next cards I want to point out, we have two fours here, right next to each other. And for me, fours are about a foundation. And so I feel as though you have established some kind of a foundation in your life. You have, if we were building a house, you have poured the basement, you have created the foundation, and now you can begin to build upon it. So I do feel like this is like a moving forward in that way, where you're going to begin to build upon this solid, amazing foundation. So whatever you've been working to create a foundation in your life, this really is that good job sticker from the angels, right? But also it's understanding that you have created a solid foundation. So understanding that you're going to be okay, and any fears or any worries that you have that are making you feel insecure, not secure about things, you know, that this is not the reality, and you really have created a solid foundation for yourself. And this first one is the Four of Fire. So you might find yourself worrying about this, but at the same time, this is really saying you have successfully completed a project. And what this is going to lead to is happiness within your home, happiness within your life. And so congratulations, you have been successful with that. And as much as I feel like the challenge here is that you will doubt some of that, because I do feel like you have some leaps of faith that you're going to be taking, or a big leap of faith in connection with these changes. So you may find yourself struggling to believe that a bit, or to trust that a bit, but you absolutely have this energy. And then we have the Four of Earth. And the Four of Earth is very much like a solid financial foundation underneath you, you know, financial, or a solid foundation in a business that you've been creating, in your work. Maybe you've been working someplace for a period of time, and that's just much more stable and reliable, whatever this is, but money feels good. Money feels like, again, a solid foundation. So I feel good about this. And you've taken some actions to create that foundation for yourself. So again, you may find yourself doubting that, but understand that that doubt is not real. The fear is not real. You know, fear, false evidence appearing real, right? And it's going to be really important for you to not allow the fear to take over, and to be clear. But I also want to point out this Prostitute card. Okay, so this card is not saying you're a prostitute, but it really is talking about the energy of prostitution, right? Where you are handing away part of your spirit in exchange for some kind of reward that you want. Oftentimes that's money. You know, sometimes this can be staying in a job that you absolutely hate because it pays you well. Sometimes this can be staying in a relationship that you absolutely hate and are miserable in, and you know is killing your spirit, but it's providing for you financially. So I have to wonder if whatever it is that you are prostituting yourself for, if that's going to be that area that is going to be changing for you. And recognizing this is really key, because then you start to come back to your soul, and you start to honor your soul, and you start to recognize that, you know, some things in life are, quite frankly, just more important, and happiness and contentment and peace are are 3 of them. So I think that you're going to be finding yourself focusing much more on that and working in that direction. The last cards that we have here are connected to the gifts that you can expect, and these are beautiful gifts, okay? The first one is the King of Earth. So again, this is a very abundant energy. This is basically like whatever you're putting your energy into is going to be successful, is going to provide, is going to lead to abundance. This really is like the card itself even says like the Midas touch, right? It's this idea of like what you touch, what you put your energy into turns to gold. And you may find yourself really receiving a lot of opportunities, or some really lucrative opportunities coming your way, or exciting opportunities coming your way, and your job is to accept them with confidence and understand that you deserve this. So I feel some beautiful, abundant gifts coming your way through this month. Now, the next card that we have here is the Lovers card, and this is an interesting energy because this is you finally making a choice, right? The Lovers card is not necessarily about lovers. It's not necessarily about sometimes it can be about choosing between 2 people, but I tend to interpret this card to be choosing between 2 things that you care about, right? But when the Lovers card shows up, right, it's like you finally have that clarity of mind to make the decision. You're able to listen to your intuition and let that be your guide for what's next here, and what you should do. So this is you maybe carefully weighing your decisions, taking your time, but also making a decision, and this being really key and important for you moving forward. This is showing up in the gifts category. So when you make that choice, even if it's scary, even if it is going to lead to major change, know that this is a gift, and that this is for the best. This also is my good health card. So if you've had concerns, worries about your health, this can also be a message for some of you that you're going to see some improvements with that as well. The next card that we have here is the Ten of Water. The Ten of Water is my happy family card, right? Feeling happy at home, feeling happy with the people in your world. And maybe it's been a long time since you felt happy at your home, or happy with the people that you have your closest relationships with. So you may find yourself making some changes to that. You may find yourself connecting with more trustworthy relationships. But I do want to read a line on this card because I want you to hear that. I feel like it's really important. It says, your emotional and material needs are met. So I want you to expect this, and expect that this is coming, because I think I just get the sense here that that's hard to believe. And it's kind of like, if I make this change, or maybe you're already going through that change and you're just really worried about being taken care of. And this is that message to let yourself flow, let yourself be taken care of, let yourself be held by the universe. And if you can do that and follow that those intuitive messages that are coming through for you, that we're all able to connect with, I think you're going to be better than fine. I think you're going to find yourself on a really joyful and happy path. The last card that we have here is the Thief card. The Thief card is a reminder that no matter how negative an energy is in our life, or how much an event or a person or an experience has negatively impacted us, nothing and no one can take your light. And so I feel like this is an important message for you. Come back to the light that has existed within you, will always exist within you. No one can take that from you, and no one can take that strength from you that has carried you through so many things, and that strength that is absolutely going to carry you into a happier phase in your life. So I'm excited about where this is going for you guys. Those are your messages for the month of July. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.